Flipping cars, so first supercar. Welcome back. In this video, I took my wife on a date to pick up flip car number 4. Let's go. Next series, flipping boats like a first super boat. That one's for sale. No. There she is, boys. All right, we made it to the Ford Focus. Right for our first test drive here now. Just gonna try out a few things and see how it all goes. We got some obvious body work we gotta do. The windshield is good. I think the brakes need a bit of work. Pads and rotors. The transmission seems to shift great, which is always something to check on these Ford Focuses because they got that dual clutch transmission. The tires are literally brand new. Probably like $600 or $700 set of tires on this thing. I don't know where I am. Plan your seatbelt, cameraman. They're up to at least 100 kilometers an hour. Don't look at the speed signs. We're in Mexico. He was asking $2,500. This was through Facebook Marketplace. Anyway, he went into $2,000 right off the bat over a message. He seems like a really nice dude, so I don't want to lowball him, but I'll probably try to get this for about 1,800 bucks. See, boys, I do take her on real dates. All right, guys, we're back on the road. Got about an hour and a half drive now, mainly highway. Wish me luck. I'm about halfway home now. Car's running great. And I'm going 100, 120 kilometers an hour the full way. She never skipped a beat yet. So I'm flipping cars till I can afford a supercar. This is flip number 4. I started off in my driveway, flipping cars. Now, you can see behind me, I got a small shop built. So let's see what we got. This is a 2012 Ford Focus. And I just picked this up for $1,740. It was supposed to be $1,750, but I only had 20s. So here she is, 2012 Ford Focus. Brand new winter tires on her. You can look in here and kind of see the brakes look a bit rough. If you look right here, there's a hole in the side of this car big enough to fit my fist in. So we do have some weight reduction. We'll be fixing that. Interior seems to be in great shape. Back seat. I don't look like it was ever siding, to be honest with you. So as you can tell, the car is rotten. I'm going to try to get this off. It is winter, but I'm going to try to wash this off with a bit of water here shortly. And we can get a better look at that rust. After I get her cleaned off, we'll haul her in the shop, put her on the ramp, and see what kind of work we're in for. All the salt and gravel off her. It's so warm out today. I think I actually got heat stroke washing this car off. My hands are completely numb, but the car is cleaned off. So here she is. This is a 2012 Ford Focus. We got 143,735 kilometers. No lights on the dash. The gas light, that's a simple fix. And as you just seen, this thing needs a lot more body work than I initially thought. I just loved it for me. But it was really hard to tell with all that dirt on it. With all that salt and gravel off her, you can see she does need a bit more body work than I initially thought. I mean, all right here has been just kind of painted somehow. Just got to be fixed. There's a big scratch here. I can probably just kind of paint that in with a paint pen. This is the major spot right here. I mean, I can literally fit my fist in there. Also the hatch, starting to rust. This side is still here. I mean, it does seem pretty solid, to be honest with you.
FBI, open up!
We got a cute little 2-liter engine that seems to run great. So let's just go over a few things on this car. Like all the windows. Make sure that all the windows are windowing. Make sure all the lights are lighting. Make sure the horn is horning. Make sure the wipers are wiping and all that knick-knacky stuff. So let's get her up on the ramp, have a good look at the suspension, the tires, the brakes, and we'll make up a list and see what we got to get. So I don't think there's going to be a whole lot really wrong with this car mechanically, because I did drive it over an hour to get home, put over 100 kilometers on it, and honestly it drove really well, or you know, as good as a Focus can drive. So before we take the wheels off, we're going to shake all the wheels, side to side, and up and down. This will give us a good idea if there's any play in any tie rod-ends, wheel bearings, any of the ball joints, anything like that. So although this wheel is solid, now this car is not all-wheel drive, and I do not have the handbrake on. I cannot turn that wheel. So that tells me that that caliper is probably seized up. I just love that for me. This wheel is pretty solid, so let's move on to the other tree. What a hole. So the front brakes, rotors are really rough. The pads still have lots of life left, but because those rotors are so rough, I'm just going to go ahead and put front pads and rotors on it. The back brakes are in great shape. They're going to be good. The rotors are excellent, and the pads are in great shape. Now this is the side with the seized caliper, but it must have just seized recently because the pads are still in great shape, the rotor's in great shape, so I think I'll get away with just putting the caliper on this side.
Oh! We got merch, baby!
You heard the man. We got merch. We got something for the boys.
Something for the wife.
We got something for the youngsters. So if you want to check out that merch, the link is below. We're going to check all of our sway bar links. We're going to come on up here. We're going to give our ball joints a good tug, just to make sure they're good. We're going to have a good look for leaks and whatnot. Have a good look at all of our frames and just the floor of this car. Looks pretty good. Our bushings are good, our ball joints are good, our sway bar links are all good. So when you're under the car, don't be afraid to come up here and just start plucking and pulling on stuff. You'll find out if it's bad or not. If you feel any up and down movement in this ball joint, any up and down movement in this tie rod end, in this sway bar link, it needs to be replaced. But this looks good to me. You could kind of tell too, because when I drove this car home, I mean, it just drove great. I didn't hear any clunks or bangs or weird noises. Look at these tires. They're literally brand new. Yes, there is surface rust on a lot of stuff, but this is a pretty solid car considering it's 13 years old, and it's been driven on salt roads probably all its life. So here's the story I got on this car before I bought it. Probably a middle-aged man owned it. He's got a really bad back. He was having a hard time getting in and out of the car because it was so low. But while he had it, he had those brand new tires and an oil change done maybe like 5 months ago. Maybe about 2-ish years ago, he had a brand new rack and pinion put in this, which cost him over $2,000 at the time. Bad for him, great for me. So I got this car for $1,740, say $60 worth of gas to go over and get it home. The body work, although it was worse than I thought probably. I have a bunch of materials left over from the Elantra flip. I got a bunch of sandpaper left over. I got a bunch of Bondo left over. I got a bunch of primer left over. So pretty much the only thing I got to buy for the rust repair will be a can of color match paint. Hopefully I'll get away with 1 can. I might have to buy 2. Aside from that, I need to get those front pads and rotors and the right rear caliper. So let's just say in grand total, if I got to spend $500 on this thing for repairs, we'll be into it for around $2,300. This is a rough estimate. Realistically, this is probably the most a $5,000 car. I'll be happy to get that. For $5,000, I think this is an excellent car. It'll still give someone a good few years worth of service. Is it going to be perfect? No, but it'll be a good, cheap little car. I'm not going to do exterior detail. I mean, simply because it's the equivalent of pissing in the wind. The minute I take this for a drive on the road, it's going to be completely rotten, full of salt, full of gravel, just like it was when I brought it home. Let's get some parts and let's get to work. We can get her done. We just got to focus. We got some parts, baby. Oh my fucking God.